Hi, I'm Rochelle with Godiva's Secret Wigs, and this video is all about Cristi Wig. Very popular wig of ours all over the world. It's got a little sexy little dip coming down the right side of the face, and it's got a really nice body wave. You can see how it moves. It's not flat, but it's very airy, and so it gives you lift at the top of your head, and that's what we like. So I'm going to show you how I wear it and all the different things I do to it. All right? So first I'm going to prepare my hair. And if you're not familiar with Godiva's Secret Wigs, all of our wigs are wash and wear. High quality synthetic, easy. Godiva's Secret Wigs, our business model is all about convenience for you and for us because we wear our wigs all the time. So, sorry my little mannequin, but I'm going to take Cristi. Now one thing I want to show you, another tip you might try if you do have a little styrofoam head or a cloth head, is I have measured my forehead from the middle of my eyebrows to the top of my hairline. Even if you don't have hair, you're still going to see a little hairline right there. And so I measure at 3.5 inches. So I took a tape measure and I measured and put a dot between my eyebrows, or if it's easier for you, put a dot between your eyes. Measure wherever you want up to your hairline. So from between my eyebrows to the top, that's 3.5 inches. And so I will show you on another video how I now can trim on the mannequin if I like. In the meantime, I'm going to start by shaking Cristi and have her be full, which some of you will love and some of you won't. Tucking my hair in back. So you may start out like this, but not to freak, because I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Take your fingers and just brush that hair back, first of all, straight back, up and back. Now, with your eyes open, lift the hair here. You don't want to push it back where you can't see your hairline. Very important that you can see the line of the wig, and take it back slowly until you feel it's right at your hairline. When it is, stop. Then hold the little curvy ear tabs we have at Godiva's Secret. They're ear tabs that you can hold onto and move the wig. So you always want to make sure those are even. Also, these ear tabs, if you can see, this one is kind of fanning outwards like this. We don't want that. There's a little wire in the ear tabs, so just roll it straight down. It's not difficult to do. You'll feel the ear tab then go straight down, and that gives you extra security, hiding right here the hair at your temples and keeping the wig flat right there. Okay, so those are the first two steps, up at the hairline and then even the tabs. Now I'm going to just start using my fingers, if you're okay using your fingers. Otherwise, take your brush and start brushing back, up and back. Because for many of you, you're used to having thinner or finer hair, and you're going to put any wig on and it's going to feel like you're overwhelmed and too much hair. So one of our clients, one of our Facebook community readers, calls it thicker shock instead of sticker shock. So when you get a brand new wig, it's a shock because it is thicker than your own hair. Thicker shock, I love it. But the whole reason you're getting a wig is because you want a different look. So you have to be open to just work with me and follow me if you have Cristi or another short wig. I'm going to take you through it. It's easy, so please don't make it hard in your mind. It's just some information you don't know yet, that's all. So up at the hairline. So do you see it already is looking good? I have barely even messed with it, and I'm not even taking it seriously. So I'm gonna start a little, let me just flatten it down for some of you. Let's say you beginner wig wearers on your journey, you are used to having flatter hair, thinner hair, and so as soon as I make it full, you're thinking, that's not me. But it is you, it's just you with a different hairstyle, that's all. So let me take you flatter, and know that we are going to trim these bangs on me. You'll be able to follow along with me when we get to that. So when you get a short wig like this, you can of course brush it however you want. And I mentioned our Facebook group. If you haven't yet, please do yourself a favor and join our Godiva's Secret Wig community. It's a group on Facebook. We have over 20,000 members and hundreds of new members every week in a very loving, respectful, upbeat, positive manner. No, very little whining, and it just feels so good to be part of this group. Danielle and I are addicted to it. So you'll pick up a lot of new tips from other wig wearers, just like you. So some women will start with a new wig, and they're trying to get it to look like the hair that they're used to having. And I'm not saying don't, I have no judgment. I want you to be comfortable. And sometimes on a new wig, you are starting out flatter because anything else feels kind of foreign to you. Let me get this little hair out of my eye. Great. So this is a look. Let me just show you the back. That's Christi, believe it or not. All right. So let's say you want to just give it a little height, because ladies, even if you're used to having flatter hair, as we're growing older, I'm 69, a lot of you are younger, older than I am, we want to create that lift. So as one of our great clients and video models, Doris, says, just act like you're scratching your head a little bit, and that's going to start to give you some lift. So look what just happened. I started getting a little lift. Christi is a machine-teased wig. And that means she's always going to want to give you a little lift up at the top. So all the little hairs around the crown area, little hairs give it that lift. So even when you shampoo and condition our wigs, like Christi, we have videos on how to wash and dry and style your wigs. When you wash it, it's going to dry exactly as you bought it. No rollers, no blow dryers, no curling iron. So it makes it so easy. So giving it that little lift, I just want to show you the difference. Also, instead of just taking your fingers or brushing the wig down, it's a look, again, I suggest take your fingers and come up and back and look immediately at the change and what that does for the style of the wig. So really cute. If you have no hair, or you have very thin hair, or you have hair that's a little different color. By the way, I am wearing chocolate frost Christi. So great. Look at this color. It's absolutely amazing. I better make sure this is chocolate frost before I tell you all. Yes, it is. Thank goodness. Danielle will be very happy with me. So, oh, there we are again. Look how it just came right back. So remember, say it with me, up at the hairline, even the tabs. Make sure they're even and flat. And then Some of you might like a little fuller look. So the less you do to our wigs, look at this look, completely different, fuller and pretty. The less you do to our wigs, the more they look like hair, because women with more of a normal amount of hair than thin or fine, the hair moves. It's not always in perfect, exactly every hair in place. It isn't. So this is a fuller look. I'm also just helping to coax it up and back. Take those little pieces, bring them down, and I have a different look. Maybe you want it coming a little longer on this side, and you want to put this side behind your ears. As I was saying, if you don't have a lot of hair or a different color right here, take some of that hair, not too much of it, but just a little from the wig and pull it right down. Very easy, and that's a great little look. Picture a pair of cute earrings you have on. Whatever you're doing, going out to a nice dinner or being with friends, how fun, right? So another great tip I have, very powerful, is water. So spritzing water on a wig will help it start to look piecey and not as bouffant. And if you like a little punkier look or just a piecey look, and I can tone it all down. So it's just the playing with it. Can I part Christi and any other wigs on the opposite side than the way it comes? Many times, yes. But no matter if I say yes or no, I want to try it myself. So let's just do it. So look how cute. And again, we're going to trim these bangs. So absolutely. I still have a long little piece here that could be trimmed. Okay? So that's some playing with Christi. If you're going to style a wig on yourself or trim it and you feel like it's moving, then Godiva's Secret sells these little neck straps. Neck straps, jaw straps. Danielle will put the right name down there. And you just connect it right to right here, the temples of the wig, lock it in place, and then you can make this as loose or as tight as you want. You just pull. And now even if I'm going to tease it a lot or whatever, it's not going to move. Okay? So I know I look silly, but who's watching us when we cut our wigs? Otherwise, have a good girlfriend over. So before you trim your wig, you want to make positive that it is still at the hairline. Mine moved back just a touch, so I'm going to move it forward, and that these tabs are exactly even. And if you're going to have a hairdresser do it, then also you make sure, because it's your wig, be responsible that you've got it on exactly how you want it. So let's start trimming. I love my cape, because who needs to get hair all over ourselves? Great. And if you are a Godiva Secret wig consultant, or you want a cape, we sell these. They're so cute, and that'll take care of any cutting issues, and you won't have hair all over the place. So I'm going to use my regular shears and then thinning shears. Godiva Secret, we sell both styles. So first, what I'm going to do, I'm not just going to pull all this hair forward. Another tip for those of you that aren't used to more hair is many times some of you start at the top middle of your head and you brush the hair down. But that's more what people do when they don't have a lot of hair and they want to give the illusion of thickness. But when you have a wig like Christi or any Godiva Secret Wigs, you don't need to start there. Just like Danielle and I, we start real close to the hairline, like maybe a ½ inch away, if that. And take this hair and brush it back. If you need to, clip it out of the way. So I'm just going to clip some of this. You can start with just wispy of hair. Better to take less, because remember, it's not growing back. There. So some women want to have bangs right across. They don't want this extra hair, so we'll get there. I'm going to show you that too. But first of all, let's just start trimming to keep the look of Christi, keep the integrity of the style of our beautiful Christi. Let's start there. So I'm looking, and you don't want these hairs in your eye. Some of you, if you do, go right ahead. But the synthetic fibers will just drive you crazy with the hair in your eye. So I like to trim a wig so that it looks like I almost need a haircut, but not quite. That's a typical look. When I trim, I always start longer than I think is the right place to be. So I'm starting between my eyes. I'm going to leave this hair alone right now, because I've got to get this out of my face. So I'm not pulling down, because if you see how it just popped up more rounded, and when I pull down, that's not the way the bang goes. It pops right up. So if I pull down when I trim, the bang's going to pop up shorter than you want. So all I do is hold. Just gather that hair gently, and I'm just holding it near where I'm going to trim it. And I am looking into a different, I'm looking up at my eyes. I'm always trimming on the diagonal. But I'm going a little shorter. My plan is to go a little shorter on this side to come down. Still way too long, but I'm working my way up. So those of you that are afraid to do this, it's okay. This is how you do it, all right? So I'm getting close so I can see. Always on the diagonal, never straight. You can go this way, you can go this way. So you can see how it's starting to make a little more sense right here. See that? Very little trimming makes a huge difference. So not to be afraid. So this has got to go right here. So I'm never cutting a lot of hairs. I like it. I think it looks more natural when it's slightly jagged. And I guess that just means imperfect, because that is more real hair. Okay? So let's keep going. And I just kind of keep going back and forth, seeing what I need. I'm playing with the hair always, constantly moving it. I'm starting to look over here too. Where do I want this hair? Do I want this hair coming over here on this side? Do I want less hair right there? I kind of like that. On Chocolate Frost, I love the highlighting, so I love to show that. So I think for right now, let's just try that over there. See, it will go. I've got some highlighting here and here. So when you're trimming, it's really fun to look at where is the highlight and go from there too. So okay, this piece has got to go. There we go. Now I'm starting to move down here. You have choices to make when the wig hair comes this way. Is you can choose to open up your eye more, which means cut it shorter, or keep this long hair down. So to me, this piece, I normally like to make it shorter to open up my eyes. I don't want my eye really hidden, and it starts to make my face look small, I feel. So I'm going to keep trimming. I'm going to take it shorter in a minute, but for some of you, you may want to stop right there. Just making sure. The trick is when you blink, do you feel the hair in your eyes? And I do not at all. Let's make sure. No, so this is kind of touching, but it really doesn't bother me at all. So I'm still going to open this up a little bit more. And so I'm not a hairdresser. I don't pretend to be a hairdresser. I've just been wearing and cutting wigs for over 45 years, so I've learned what I like, and some of you seem to like what I like. So that's why I'm doing this for you. Now, let's say you feel like, okay, this is just too thick, too bulky. So you can do something I love to do that I think I've blown some people's minds, but with my regular shears, I can just come and I have smoothed this. See, I'm not even brushing everything perfect, because again, hair is natural. Hair moves. Hair is not perfect. When a wig is perfect, it looks like a wig. It doesn't look like hair. Okay? So I like to just take it and cut straight up and then pull that extra hair out. And that starts to make it just piecier without thinning it. And to me, this is very easy. I hope you can see what just happened. So now I'm going to open this up still a little bit more. Let's keep going. Now I might go back and think, okay, I am going to trim this a little bit more. So let's see what we've got so far. Okay, I'm taking these little guys off because I don't need them, but I did want to show you they are great. So all the bangs don't have to come down that you cut. Did you see what I just did? I can also take it. Christi's so fun because she's just ready to do whatever you want. Look how I can bring some of that up if I want some height. And then have these bangs down here. Let's say that this is still feeling too long. I love it with short and long. Actually, I like to take this side shorter. I'm going to show you something I love to do. And I just love to trim all of this a little bit shorter. So now I could wear this hair all going to the right, or I can take this hair and bring it back this way. Get more of it off my face just by spritzing with a little water. So look at that look for Christi. wispy, wispy little bangs. And right here, I can take my fingers and just come back. Look how, I already know how pretty it looks, right? That's Christi. You can come this way, overhanded, or underhanded. It works both ways. And right here, I can take it coming back. So, do you like this? Nod yes if you do. Okay, so I'm still going to take it shorter, but I wanted to show you this look right now. Let me just take this off so you can, I can't tell with the cape on. Okay, here I am. So here's Christi. Now what else can I do with her? This is what I do is play. So I love one side around my ear, making sure that I have a little hair right there just to cover. I can show this sweet little highlight right here. And look how much hair I can get off my face, if that's how you want Christi. Otherwise, I can take her straight down with her bangs. Look at this. I love it. Okay? Oh, I'm not caring about the cape right now. Let's keep going. So, I love this piece. Some of you don't. And now this is going to change the whole look of Christi, but that's okay. Because it's okay to cut wigs, and it's okay to customize them in a way that makes you happy and comfortable. Okay? So again, always making sure it's even and up at the hairline, which it is. Now, maybe we don't want this piece anymore. So I'm not going to just cut it all. I'm going to work my way with that bang. And first, I think I'm just going to thin it just a touch. So what I'm doing right there, it's kind of hard to describe, but I'm taking it with an open scissor longer than I want to go, and as I'm closing the scissor, I'm going up, 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 up. I think that looks really good. Let's see this piece. Too long. Let's go. I'm holding the bottom tight and up, up, up. Little pieces. Oh, that looks cute. So I can put a lot of it behind my ears. For those of you that are wearing hearing aids or you don't love your ears, Christi comes right over your ears. Look. All right? Now, let's see what else you might want to do. Let's say you're still thinking, okay, it's too much hair. I want the bangs shorter. Is that what I heard? Bangs shorter, a little shorter on top, a little punkier. Okay, we can do it. So, I'm again starting, I always start my bangs between my eyes because that's the part I really want the length right for me. So, did you see how that little trim made a huge difference? So, don't let your hairdresser go too quick, or the nice way to say it is please let's start longer and work our way up, because we don't want any of you to walk out with your bangs this short unless you want it that way. And look, if a hairdresser or you make a mistake, and the bangs come out too short, you can just bring the wig down a little bit lower, sew some clips in a little bit higher, and you can wear the wig before you throw it away. That most times you don't have to trash a wig. Oh my God, please don't trash your wigs. So, okay, let's say, see, I love this look. But let's say, okay, I hear you, it's still too long. Always on the diagonal. Okay, I hear you. You're saying, oh, this piece is just too long. Some of you love it, but I'm going to take it shorter. So I'm going to hold the top, and I'm still going to do that down, down. While I'm pulling up, I'm taking this very little down. Sorry, you didn't see that. There we go. So it's like this. You're pulling, pull up, and you're going down, down, down. Just little. You're not just clipping all the way. Little. Up here. And take it down just, oh, I gotta see where that is. There we go. So I'm now starting to change the entire look without my glasses. So pretty good. Hey, if I can do this without glasses, you can do it, all right? You can do it. Today's the day maybe you're going to try. Take this a little shorter. So I'm just going to start playing so you can see what I'm doing. Pretty short back here. So I'm kind of making this top part match the back. See this back area. But I still want to keep the bangs a little longer for now. So look at that. I didn't even put water on it yet. Look how cute. It's so fun. I can't tell you. It's like a new hobby. So just embrace it and give it a whirl. So, oh, I really don't want to trim this, but I'm going to do a little bit more here because I feel that some of you are still going to be a little nervous. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece a little shorter. And sometimes I'll pick the highlighted color and put it right where I want. So see this highlighted color right here. Kind of want to leave that long. Look how great that looks. But if I want to trim it a little shorter, there. I love her, but I loved her at the beginning too. This is why many of us have 2 and 3 and 4 of the same color, the same style, but we trim them differently because that's the fun. So, okay, I'm going to say, all right, I want to thin these bangs out a little bit. I'm just coming right up. It takes very little hair out, but it does make a big difference. I hope you can see what's happening as I'm trimming. I don't want to trim those. I want to keep that a little bit longer. Okay, so this piece I'm going to trim. Here we go. I just can't bring myself to trim that because it's just too cute. And this wig will go on sale on our sale area, and we'll see who might like it. Okay, so the top, this is done. So even if you think it's too high, just pat it, but please don't brush it down because that's what you're going to have. Okay? So give it a little scratch, or remember, up and back. I can't say it enough. If you want the bangs a little rounder, to me, if you're going to start trimming or working on wigs, the hot air brush, it's amazing. It's got 2 temperatures, listen, or 2 powers. Danielle and I, we didn't even realize it. We both said we both go only with the high power of it. And so the thing is, you don't want extreme heat on high quality synthetic wigs. So all you do is you keep it moving. So just watch what I do to round out these bangs a little bit. I'm going to move these out of the way. And I'm putting my finger in the groove as I turn this. See how it already went around. Can you see that? It's already more rounded. Start at the top, put your finger in, roll it, and let it go. So that works with any wig, but keep it moving. So let's say I want to bring this hair upwards. I can even hold the wig and brush this upward. To lift that hair, give it an airier look. But the hot air brush, amazing, amazing. We love it. You know, never high heat. No rollers, no blow dryers, no curling irons on our Godiva Secret wigs. We carry no human hair because it's not convenient. So here you go. Here is my finished Christi in the front. Now let's take a look at the back. Your turn, honey. So always, again, make sure, even if you're using a head, that the tabs are even, and this is right at your hairline where you want it to be. So see the difference in the bangs from the beginning? See how much shorter it is now? It's great. So, I love the back of Christi. Look at this. For some of you that say you want a curlier wig, but Danielle and I hesitate in carrying perm-looking wigs because we really want you looking at the top of your game. And this resembles a very natural, wavy, soft curl. And so it works really well. But let's say some of these, it seems too long on you and you want to just tone a few of these down. It's not what I would do, but it's what you might do. So I want to show you exactly how we do that. So working on synthetic wigs, in my opinion, it's a visual look. Because these are synthetic wigs, the look is not going to change. Like when you wash and blow dry your human hair, you never know exactly how it's going to come out. But here it's always going to look this way. So it doesn't have to be a technical precision cut, in my opinion. It's more of a visual cut. What do I see and how do I want it to be? So what I'm looking at, let's say you don't like this little hair sticking out right here. Can you see that? So I'm just going to hold it, and again on the diagonal, I'm just nipping it a little bit. Because let's face it, some women, if you're much older, you don't want to have hair that looks like too much hair on you. So sometimes you just need to take it down a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to go around and take Christi just down if you just want to watch. And again, I'm just holding, just like I did the bangs, on the diagonal. I'm trimming left or right. Normally I go left. I'm just following along with the style. So for the back, I'm not really creating a new style. I'm just taking that style and shortening it up a little bit. I love this up here, especially what our wig is meant to do is, again, go up and back. And when you do that, it's just absolutely gorgeous up here. On this, I'm going straight up like I did on the side of Christi to just make it airier, straight up. Pull that hair out. So I'm always asking myself, do I like it? What do I like it? Why do I like it? No, I don't like it. Why? And not just I don't like it, because many times if you're saying I don't like it, that might just be because you're used to something different. So please don't make different wrong. Just let different be different, because that's the real fun. Just ask our clients that have 20 and 30 and 40 of our wigs. It's so fun to switch around, and you know, some clients can have 4 different wigs, short wigs, and they trim them so they end up all looking identical. And some clients have 4 short wigs and they're all in different colors, and they're wearing them all different lengths and styles, and one punkier. So that is the fun. Not to say having, you know, that's my fun, I should say. No judgment on wigs, because this is just all about self-expression. Be who you want to be. I'm just taking some of the bulk away from the bottom here. So again, I'm just cutting straight up, or just the very ends. So I'm always kind of yanking and pulling and playing, and the hairs are going to stand out that way and help me see which one's next. Also, sometimes the hair will mistakenly go this way. You don't want to just make it wrong because maybe it's going the wrong way. So take your fingers and brush it and see, just like I just did. Some of those hairs were going that way. I thought it was wrong, and then I used my fingers, and yes, beautiful. Beautiful right here. Look at that. Maybe you want this bottom shorter. I'll bet some of you do. So make sure it's on even. Come here, honey. Let's make sure you're good. Right at my hairline. I'm just holding the top to make sure this is all brushed down. Taking my regular shears, that's all I have used on Christi. And I'm cutting again on the diagonal, but because the hair is coming this way, I'm just holding it and I'm just giving it a little trimming. So do you see the difference already from here to over here? So a little shorter, a little longer here. I'm just going to take a little bit. Anything else I want to change? I don't think so. I still love this little length right here, but if you think that's too long for you, this little tail, just hold it and on again on the diagonal, just cut it right off. So I think we're done. So let me put it on again. show you are finished. I'm not going to say new and improved because Christi is perfect just the way she is. But if the bangs are too long, you know, we make wigs for women all over the world, and some of them have very short bangs or hairline, where mine is 3.5. Some women have 4-inch hairlines. Some women have 1.5 to 2 inches. So it's great if you don't have to trim, but it's not a big deal if you do need to trim. So up at my hairline, even the tabs. Here's a shorter banged Christi. Now remember, my forehead is probably bigger than yours. So if I want it a little longer, I'm just going to take it down a little bit. That's all. So here is my finished Christi for a little different look. Up and back. A little shorter. And I hope that helps you. I have so much fun trimming wigs, and I hope you do too. So join me in slow motion, follow along. Don't be afraid. It's like any new hobby, and you're going to love it. So thanks for watching. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.